All pilots listen up. I'm getting in my plane right now, so when this briefing is done, I expect to see all of you running.
All Allied air power not currently predisposed in other operations are to be scrambled immediately and make their way to the Bering Strait. In the days since the destruction of the Solana communication relay, the Federation has been disorganized and subject to our own electronic warfare countermeasures. It is because of this, our first conventional victories up and down the front lines are being reported, and the Federation is dealing with losses it hasn't had to deal with in decades. Recently, in order to improve individual unit combat effectiveness, the Federation has been discharging Cascadian manned units and replaced them with soldiers who aren't nationals. Subsequently, many of our once misguided countrymen have defected and are providing us with invaluable intel and manpower. Earlier today, one of our patrols cut a group of transports using the cover of an Arctic storm to get unorganized and underpowered Federation units out of Cascadia, probably to regroup and redeploy later. The patrol engaged, and the Federation sent more fighters to cover them. Seeing as these transports represent the bulk of Federation forces who have experience fighting us, we did not want them to regroup, so we sent more reinforcements. Squadron leaders and base commanders on both their side and ours have been escalating force deployment ever since combat began. High-profile squadrons and our forces in theirs are currently present. This snowball effect, however, has inadvertently created, by all accounts, what is turning out to be the most expansive aerial battle in the war thus far, and is steadily falling out of control. We cannot let the Federation have any more of their forces escape and regroup, even if it means the largest furball in history. full fury of Federation air power was unleashed today over the Bering Strait. And miraculously, thanks to the actions of the Hitman team, we have not only survived it, but bested it. The Federation's force projection capabilities will be heavily decreased now that their air support across the theater has been effectively decimated at the moment. It'll take some time for them to shore up more pilots from their vassal states, but for now, we have the total advantage. All that remains for them, then, is their airships, but we're drafting up a plan to deal with them now. Until your next orders, get some rest, and expect a little bonus. We couldn't get an exact count of how many fighters you downed today, but we'll just round up and call it fair.
I just have to gush about this mission for a whole bit because it's just so amazing. Without a doubt, this is easily the best mission in all of Project Wingman. If you want to sell somebody on the game, this is the mission you show them. It just, everything goes so right for it. The music is amazing, it's a standout track, the dialogue, it's really just good at making you feel like such an amazing fighter pilot who is an extremely important part of the effort for your team. And the scale of everything with all the planes flying around, and you see the smoke trails everywhere from all the fuel and the missiles and everything, it's just such an amazing mission. I've played this stage a bunch of times, but no matter how much I play it, I can never get enough of it. If I ever just want to fire up the game and play for a short little time, or just spend like 30-40 minutes in VR, this is what I'll do. I'll just fire up Cold War for a bit, because it's so much fun. It's legitimately one of the most fun experiences I've had in VR. I love everything about it. And I also find it hilarious how the whole mission essentially started, is that they sent interceptors, and then they sent more interceptors, so then each side just kept escalating until we got this. Amazing job both to the writing team, the writer, and the developer for this. Real great job.